What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time we were escorted onto the plane by Shelly the Killer, who is held nightly hostage. Now we're going to do some sort of ballistics test on a bullet that we found that supposedly pierced through, what's his face? Ethan Rook, and then hit the president's bulletproof vest. You could say they're like a gun's fingerprints. I get it now, let's investigate right away. I think that'd be difficult. The bullet was completely flattened when it hit the bulletproof vest. There's no way you could investigate the ballistic markings. Whoa! I want to investigate them! Okay. Now then, I've grown weary of this Still no sign of Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Prosecutor, have you uncovered the truth yet? It's been like 10 seconds, come on, man. No, not yet. I see. In that case, would you like to speak with someone who is involved in the incident? Someone involved in the incident? You mean, is there not one more witness? Just behind those doors. Of course, the president himself. Well, Mr. P, please do the honors and summon the witness here. There's no chance in hell I'm letting that happen. You think you can just summon the president like a witness in court? Ha! Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching all this through your security cameras. Would you kindly grace us with your presence? That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. Whoa. I see. Mr. President, what sort of a man leaves another to die on his behalf? Mr. President! Stop it! Take it easy, hey! Still nothing. Come on, Gumshoe. What? The lights! My apologies, Mr. Prosecutor. But I wouldn't try anything if I were you. It seems I'm unable to reach the president. Even with Mr. Knightley's life. Stop! Blah! Blah! Woo! Okay, the killer, you. However, I have already seen the pancakes. Where is he? He's getting so many cool poses! I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. P. Oh, the music is so good. Where'd he go? Did he jump out? But we're on the water. Edge. Mr. Edgeworth. Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Oh. I'm asleep. Did I pass out? Man, Edgeworth and planes. No good. Thank goodness you're safe. Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay? What about you? I just woke up myself. My head's throbbing a bit, but it's no big deal. Gumshoe, what happened to the killer? Miss Swift came running out of the plane. She told us the killer made a run for it, but we were too late, sir. We heard from that bodyguard that the emergency lifeboat over there had been stolen. He's probably at the other side of the lake by now, sir. So, that's not even that far. You have police cars, go vroom vroom. Didn't you seal off the park? The police were all called back to surround the plane. Right now, there's no one guarding the opposite shore. That means he succeeded in giving us the slip. Sure seems that way, sir. Mr. Prosecutor. Horace Knightley, it seems you also had a narrow escape. Yeah, that sucked. That punk. Come to think of it, we found this near where you fell, sir. This is the killer's calling card. Looks like a message from him. He always leaves this card next to his victim's body. But you're not dead, sir? Perhaps this signifies something similar to a killing. Which reminds me, the last thing he said still bothers me. I have already seen the truth. I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. The late could've given me a clue, man. What did he mean? Yeah, it's safe now. What was that? The president will be making his entrance now. The president? Is that why he left? Dude's like a WWE wrestler. This man is the president of Zhangfa, Di Jung Huang. You are? It is an honor to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor. I am Di Jung Huang. I have heard of your deeds. You saved my country from a great crisis. Is he referring to the Yadagarasu case? What else, Edgeworth? Come on now. I was simply solving a murder, nothing more. Such modesty. I have been observing your investigation. An astounding performance, despite allowing the killer to get away. Thank you very much. So he was watching through the security cameras. However, I regret that it ends here. What do you mean? Heed my words, foolish prosecutor! You should have already been informed by Knightley. This investigation will be handed over to the esteemed police force of Zhangfa. Now that the killer's gone, they intend to take over the investigation! Hey pal, what are you doing? And what's with that attitude? It's because of the killer and Mr. Edgeworth that... Enough, detective! Mr. President, I cannot agree to this. Why must this investigation be handed over to your country's police? Why, you say? Know your place, puny prosecutor! Must I explain my actions? Nay, I think not. You shall hand over all the evidence you found so far and leave this plane at once. Hey, Mr. P. Be a good boy and do as you're told. I cannot resist any longer. All the evidence handed over to Knightley. Really? Am I really off the case? They threaten that all the time, you know, to like... Oh, what? Why won't he allow me to investigate this case any further? Now then, would you kindly take your leave? Would you kindly? Knightley, place the suspect under firm restraint. I'm on it, Mr. President. This dude, he looks like he can pick up Edgeworth and just break his back over his knee. An attempt on my life, the murder of my subordinate, such evil, such sin. I didn't kill nobody. I swear. Shut your trap, lady. You dare question me? You dare stain this world with deceit? Should we pardon this sin? Nay, absolutely not. It is most unforgivable. My reasons being, there's no mistake. The president is hiding something. Look at his mouth. If I turn back now, the truth will be lost forever. Mr. Edgeworth! Is there nothing you can do? I remember the countless times I've faced this dilemma in the courtroom. The lies of the witness, the rebuttals of the defense. I did not always have evidence to counter them. Nonetheless, I was still able to draw out the truth from them. That's right. My words alone are my weapons. Whoa. Oh, time for some chess, eh? Now then, let's analyze the situation. Leave this place at once. This is a direct order from the president himself. He's not even listening. Any rebuttal I give, he cuts off. When he has that forceful attitude, I'll need to watch the situation carefully. My opponent is the president of Zhangfa. I don't think he'll show any weakness easily. His words may be overbearing, but I need not be intimidated. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. First, I'll start by asking about his reasons for taking over the investigation. Now, let's begin. A good opening line will put me at an advantage. Who's taking over the investigation? Please allow me to confirm something about the investigation. Nay, I don't recall granting you permission to speak. Wait and see. I am the president of Zhangfa. You shall not talk back to me. I'm not talking back. I'm simply asking for confirmation. This investigation will be taken over by the police of your country. Is that correct? Exactly. That is all I will say. Restrain yourself from making any more unnecessary comments. Wait. He's got his finger up. Don't want to talk with his finger up. That's enough. Being on this plane is tantamount to being on my country's soil. You cannot do as you please. This plane? Is there something significant about this place? I should remember this clue. Explain your reasons. I'd like you to explain your reasons for depriving us of our right to investigate. Impudent fool! Hold your tongue! There's no reason. That should be enough of an explanation for you. Perhaps that clue may be useful here. Is it connected to this place? Gathering from what you've said so far, does that forceful attitude of yours have some connection to this place? You insolent! Earlier, you said that being on this plane is like being on your country's soil. From those words, I was able to deduce the answer. Namely, that is... Hold on, let me think this through. Something special about this plane. So he wants to go back. You wish to claim extraterritorial rights inside this plane. Am I correct? That's enough! I shall brook no insolence! You seem unsettled. Your words are forceful, but I cannot overlook them. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial rights, your face grew pale. Ba-jam! In light of your brazen courage, I shall grant you an answer. That's right, I am claiming extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, what does that change? You are still powerless. There's nothing you can do about it. I see. Under international law, the plane would be considered part of Zhangfa. How convenient. If he wishes to state this claim, then I shall question its validity. The next move will decide the outcome. He may be the president, but there is a hole in his logic. Let me break it wide open. Aren't you, permit me to say this. Don't you feel that your actions are too forceful? Who asked for your opinion? All you need to do is obey. Wait. Forceful is the wrong word. It is authority, leadership. So you arrested Miss Swift because you felt you had the authority to do so? Yes, that girl is a criminal. There's no room for dispute. You're right, she is a criminal? I should just go for it. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. Nonsense! You're just wasting my time with pointless chatter. That was a needless statement. I must not be intimidated by his words. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be blah blah blah. Yes. Is your claim valid? I challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights. Do you truly understand what it is you're saying? Of course, and I stand by it. You dare doubt my words? You have no shame. Wait, he's got his finger up. Such irredeemable ignorance! It troubles me greatly. There is no need to worry. I do not need to be saved. It is Miss Swift whom I wish to save from these false charges that you have laid against her. I admire your tenacity. However, your wish is unattainable. The extraterritoriality laws are unshakable. This plane is Zhangfa territory. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. I should try another line of attack. Oh, crap! So because I messed up the first time, I have to... Oh, I missed the clue. Okay, being too forceful. And then wait. Yep, I waited the first time. I waited, Am I supposed to wait and see again? The shooting took place outside the plane. Only she could have done it. That's it. The fact that the shooting took place outside the plane, which means the crime happened outside of the plane. The shooting occurred outside the plane. Right. This could be a very important clue. Now we have the clue. Is your claim valid? Yes. Okay, let's speed it up. Of course, stand by. I doubt my words. Wait and see. Yes, yes, yes. Such a blah 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 blah. Easy. Easy. It's time to use that clue. The game... Oh, gun came from outside. Indeed, I do not question your extraterritorial rights inside this plane. You just claimed that the shooting took place outside the plane. Yes, if it didn't happen inside the plane, extraterritorial laws do not apply. Your claim has fallen apart. Miss Swift's arrest is invalid. Impossible! To be bested by a mere prosecutor. I am the president! Checkmate! So dramatic. Mr. President, will you allow us to continue with our investigation? Will you? Hello? I yield. I will allow it. My heart is generous. My heart is tolerant and merciful. Therefore, as such, certainly, thus we shall. It is our duty for a most noble cause. Gentlemen, now is the time. I, the president of Zhengfa, for the sake of the investigation, blah, blah, this guy just won't shut up. Yeah, damn right he likes to beat around the bush. Knightley, we have received the president's permission. Could you return our evidence? Here. Knightley returned all of the evidence. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. Now we can resume the investigation. It's funny how happy you're just because I gave you your precious pieces back. Now let's see how well you use them. But can you handle it? I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Pay attention then, here is my next move. Mr. President, may I make one more request of you? Would you please testify about the moment of the incident? Testify? Hey, hold on a sec. That's your next move? Isn't that sort of thing you'd leave to the courts? Naturally, it's a courtroom procedure, but I'd still like to hear what he has to say. If he refuses to cooperate with the investigation, he will have to give a clear reason. Is there something wrong? Knightley, stand down. I shall grant the honorable prosecutor's request. Now I'm honorable again, okay. I thank you for your cooperation. Now, heed my words. Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. But then, the second gunshot, the bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. If that's the case, then the president's a victim too, right? It was an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately. But isn't it strange? Why would the victim want to interrupt the investigation? Of course, if this becomes public, it would cause problems. I see. There's still some deep, dark secret behind this case, right? certainly the President and perhaps Knightley too know of this secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it for all to see. And with that, let's end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!